All right. Hopefully this is actually working. Are y'all there in chat? I'm not seeing. Okay, there's people in chat. Okay. So I'm doing this a little bit real quick. How does the audio sound? Does the audio sound good? Because last stream I did, the audio was terrible. Does the audio sound okay? Let me know. I'm doing this differently. I'm doing it through a streaming like platform this time. I'm not doing it through YouTube. It sounds good. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, NBA free agency starts in 10 minutes. If you didn't realize, H-bomb have been good. Bro's gonna be streaming for 2 weeks. I'm just gonna do probably for about the first like 30 minutes. So, okay, I'm so glad the audio sounds like good because last time it was awful. Dwight, glad you don't have work today. Glad you get to enjoy free agency. It's all right. I'll take all right. Jose, not much. How you doing? Draymond going to the Pistons. Yeah, leave me some predictions for free agency. I've never seen a live free agency. Does it get wet and wild at the start? I don't know if I'd quite say that, but according to some reports, they're expecting like 15 or so deals to happen to the second that things start. Yeah, free agency is at 6. It's in 8 minutes. Yeah, H-Rom. Got your uni orientation next week. Awesome. Congratulations. Prediction for the Grizzlies in free agency? I really don't know because they don't have much cap space. I guess a sign and trade of some sorts, maybe, but they don't really have cap. Why is this not work? Why is it copy pasting this Doc Rivers tweet? I don't know if y'all saw, but ESPN apparently might bring in Doc Rivers to replace Jeff Van Gundy, which I don't love the idea of. Hope the Trailblazers don't completely mess it up. This is a big one for Portland. This is the one that's going to decide if Dame really stays or goes. James Harden to the Knicks seems counterproductive. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm the Knicks, I'm waiting for like a superstar to become available. Also, I think I should be able to pull up like Twitter to show y'all stuff with this new streaming thing, which changes everything. Let me see if I can actually do that. Let's see if it works. Here's my YouTube stream on the other one. Real one, say it back. Showtime, appreciate you. Can I get a whoop whoop? There you go. Okay, let's see if I can actually pull up Twitter for y'all. Like if I pull up Woj real quick. Let's check this. Let's go present. Let's go to share screen. Is this gonna work? I think it should work. Does it work? Yeah. I mean, y'all can see Twitter here, so I can kind of give you some intel on this. I won't have this up the whole time because I'll probably just have my face up for a little bit, at least until we start free agency. But that way I can go ahead and show y'all. Maybe real quick, I should make a list of like the biggest name reporters so we can like look at stuff. Woj's graphics up on the top right too. Okay. That should be showing for y'all, hopefully. But you can see, okay, dope. This is my first time doing it through, I'm using StreamYard, which is what my brother and I have been using to record our podcast. And I thought this would be a better way to stream because it gives me a lot more versatility. I think I can also like bring y'all's comments up here. Like if I click this one, yeah, I can like bring comments up, which is cool. Ice Cold saying that the Clippers or Bulls are getting Harden. Bulls trade Levine for Harden, and Knicks get Paul George. Interesting. You're showing some music. Sometimes it feels like the stream freezes. Turn on some music. Are you just talking about the dead space in the stream? Lakers are expected to offer Austin Reeves a 4-year, $52 million deal. I mean, he's going to get more than 52 mil, I'd imagine. So I don't think he takes that. Kyrie going to the Suns will make me physical ill for basketball reasons. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense. I don't think it makes sense that we see Kyrie go to the Suns. I don't think Harden going to the Suns makes sense either. Like, they don't need those types of players. They don't need more shot creating type of guys. Like, it just makes no sense to me. I would not understand why they would do that. you see Desmond Bane getting extended today? I don't see why not. Like Desmond Bane, they're not going to trade him or anything like that. They might as well extend him. Hey Tyler, how you doing? Dame going to the Pelicans for Zion. I mean, if Dame makes that trade request, I just don't know if he's going to. Like, to me, it feels like we've reached the point where I'm done speculating about Dame. I'm just going to assume he's never going to ask out because I think at this point, it feels like he refuses to run from the grind. They could literally have him out there with like four view randomly from the chat, and I think Dame's just going to stick it out at this point. I just don't think until he officially requests the trade, I'm just going to assume he's not going anywhere. Hoping Bucks trade Khris instead of letting him walk. I think he's just re-signing. Do you think Westbrook's re-signing? I do. I think Russ is going to end up going back to the Clippers. The cat to the Mavs smoke coming from Mr. Fluff. I haven't seen that. Where are you seeing that? So can't believe they fired Max and Jalen. Yeah, ESPN like made roster cuts. It's like they were clearing cap space or something for free agency. It's weird. I don't know what's going on over there. I know they said they had to save money, but I'm shocked at some of the names they cut. Like Jeff Van Gundy being cut's crazy. I did not expect that. Why did the Suns let Jacques Landale go? I really don't know. I thought they would just bring him back as a backup big. I don't think Sarge the Warriors is enough to put them over the hump. I mean, Sarge was okay in OKC. I can say that as a Thunder fan, but yeah, he wasn't great for us. Kendrick Perkins is sweating. Nah, they're apparently like promoting him. He's going to get like a bigger role on ESPN now. ESPN's heading to the rebuild. Exactly. MVP. It would have to be Josh Green, Tim Hardy, and a pick. Yeah, I don't know what that looks like. ESPN's trying to clear cap to sign Kyrie. Maybe they're trying to clear cap space to bring in like Shannon Sharp or something. Pat McAfee to an $85 million deal, and supposedly ESPN may be clearing space for Shannon Sharp. Yeah, they're trying to bring in a couple max contracts, apparently. Lakers should target Naz Reid. H-Bomb, I have bad news for you. Naz Reid has already been re-signed to the Timberwolves. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes until free agency starts. We'll see what deals go down. What do you think about Lindy Waters not getting picked up? It's not surprising. I mean, Lindy was solid for us as a shooter, but at the same time, like I wasn't expecting him to be like a long-term piece on the team. I thought we could bring him back, but yeah, Bucky, I'm also shocked that the Blazers waived Trendon Watford. I don't really understand that. Like, he was good. I felt like he's a young enough player. It's not, I mean, unless they need that roster spot for something. So I don't really know. Yo, Skinny Killer, what up? I should go ahead and make that Twitter list real quick to see if I can like just have that open for us. Let me see if I can make a list real quick with Woj. I'll throw like Woj, Shams, Mark Stein, Chris Haynes, I guess, in case we get any Dame news, because he's like the leading authority. I did see Duarte to Sacramento. I like that pickup for the Kings. I always thought that signing was a bit weird, or not signing, that draft choice was a bit weird for the Pacers. Just didn't end up working out. Bojan Bogdanovic is on contract right now, H-Bomb. Yeah, the Pistons extended him this past season. What team do I support? I'm a Thunder fan. So we're not going to do much in free agency. We've got some cap space, like 16 mil, I believe, but we're not going to do anything. Yeah, I'm a diehard Thunder fan. Which, by the way, thank you all so much for the support on the Thunder video. Like, the last few Thunder videos I dropped didn't do well. I mean, I still dropped them anyways because I'm going to talk all about the Thunder regardless. But, yeah, y'all showed a ton of love to that video. It got like 40K. It was awesome. I had about 15 seconds until the bombs start dropping. So we're right there. Why are you a Thunder fan? Russell Westbrook. 5 seconds until free agency starts. Here we go. I'll react to all the moves live for y'all. And we start getting a bunch of tweets rolling in. I'll open up Twitter. It is 6 p.m. Free agency is officially open. Who's the first signing? I'm gonna say it's Draymond, probably going back to the Warriors. Khris Middleton back to the Bucks, probably something like that. Into baseball, I used to be really into baseball. I'm a bit more of a casual baseball fan now, but I'm a Yankees fan if you're wondering. Where are the tweets? Where are the tweets? Nothing's coming through. What's happening? It's 6 p.m. I've got no notifications yet. I was honestly expecting like a flood of stuff at 6 p.m. like we typically see. Last year, by the way, it was DeAndre Jordan who was the first signing. Woj and Shams fell asleep. Can someone wake them up? Wait! Someone go wake up Shams and Woj. They fell asleep on the job. Teams probably just don't want tampering. Teams are probably going to wait. Oh, Shams tweet. Okay. Draymond Green to the Warriors on a $100 million deal. Draymond is back. The first player to be signed. 4 years, 100 mil, 25 mil a year. Player option in year 4. Go ahead. Every time we talk about some deals, grade them for me. What do y'all think? I think it makes sense. The Warriors couldn't let him walk. And when they traded Jordan Poole, I felt pretty good about Draymond going back. So Draymond is back, the first player to be signed over to the Golden State Warriors. Let's see if I can go ahead and pull up the I'll go ahead and pull up the Shams tweet real quick. Maybe I'll just go through like my tweet noties. Maybe that's the best way to do this because it's mostly just like news breaking accounts and stuff like that. So let's see if I go ahead and Noah crying right now. Mark Spears, shout Mark Spears. Did Mark Spears have it first? You got the Woj retweet. All right, let's see if I can go ahead and share my screen with y'all. B+, yeah, give me some grades. Give me some grades. What are y'all thinking? All right, yeah, so I can go ahead and show y'all this feed, I guess, for right now. Any chance the Blazers send Draymond Green or Kuzma? Well, Draymond just got signed. I hate to tell you. So I think the chances of him getting signed are a little bit low now. 4 years, 100 mil isn't bad at all for the Warriors. I'm giving that an A-, I think, too. You would have loved to get him back for a bit cheaper, but he's really valuable to your team. You couldn't let like Draymond Green walk. The defense that he brings to the table, the playmaking, like, if you don't have him, your defense does not exist if I'm the Warriors. Yo, what's good, Kevin? How you doing? Yeah, I think that's a solid contract for Draymond Green. Also, I guess this could kind of be like the news feed for y'all, but going to age like milk. Yeah, that's a concern. It might age kind of poorly, but if I refresh this, does it just like, okay, put tweets at the top. Okay. So I'll just try and keep it on the news that we've got. Woj giving the Mark Spears retweet. I'm surprised there's only one thing that we've gotten so far. This is weird. Anything with the Thunder? No, nothing yet. We'll see. Kind of off center on the camera. Yo, what's up? Watching from Spain. Appreciate you tuning in. Do you think the Lakers should re-sign D'Angelo Russell? I mean, I think it makes sense to re-sign D'Lo. I don't think they need to keep the continuity together, especially if you can get him for cheap. Like if D'Lo's asking for $1 billion, then that's an exaggeration, of course. But if he's asking for a lot, you can let him walk. I just don't think any team offers him that. Would you welcome Pascal to OKC? I would like Pascal in OKC a lot. I don't think we make any star type of deal, but all right. Other big news. We just got Chris Haynes. Let me go back to Twitter real quick. Chris Haynes announcing that Trey Lyles has agreed to a deal. My brother dropping a tweet there. NBA teams frozen right now. They have fallen asleep just like Woj and Shams. Trey Lyles league shaking return. Exactly. Predicted Jaden McDaniels extension. I think he could get like 100 mil, to be honest. The Trey Lyles bomb. Let me know what y'all think about the Trey Lyles bomb out there. The crowd goes mild. MJ signed to OKC. We'll take him. Washed up. It is good for the Kings. Lyles is legitimately like a good player that helps the Kings for sure. Watching from Poland. Appreciate you tuning in. I think I saw someone earlier say they were also watching from overseas. Watching from Portugal. Yeah. Philippines. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all. Karis LeVert. We got a re-sign from Karis LeVert. Staying with the Cavaliers 2 years, $32 million. How we feel about that? 16 mil is a bit much, I would say. It could be worse. Ooh, the Suns have salvaged their bench. Drew Eubanks, 2-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. How are we feeling about the Eubanks bomb? Exactly, ukulele. The Drew Eubanks bomb. Bruce Brown Bruce Brown went to the Pacers. Is that like official? I saw that being rumored, but I haven't seen anything official about it yet. Germany, Poland, appreciate y'all coming from all over the world. Thank you so much for tuning in. 117 heat index in Missouri. Good Lord. Coby White going back to the Bulls. Bruce Brown to the Pacers is official, it seems like, according to Alex Golden. I don't know who this is. He seems like a decently reputable writer. If there are any Pacers fans out there, let me know. But Taurean Prince to the Lakers. Okay. The deals are finally rolling in now. Eubanks to the Suns, Coby White to the Bulls, Bruce Brown to the Pacers, LeVert, 2 years, $32 million to the Cavaliers. So we're getting some deals. Pacers columnist. Okay. I like Taurean Prince a lot for the Lakers. I'm going to go out and say that. I know a lot of people are going to probably clown that because it's like not a big name. Argentina, Poland, appreciate y'all as always. I like Bruce Brown a lot for the Pacers. I like Taurean Prince a lot for the Lakers. Also, I'm glad they do this now at like 6 p.m. Eastern rather than like midnight. Like, this is a lot easier for a stream. Yeah, Woj finally woke up. What I think is going to happen with JR8, to be honest, I don't know if he's back. Whoa, Kuzma. Back to the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma, 4 years, $102 million to the Wizards. Josh Okogie saving the Suns, going to Phoenix. Kuz to the Wizards is... So I know the rumors popped up earlier today, but I really thought he was going to end up being, a guy that goes somewhere else. Not expecting Kuz. Where were you when Josh Okogie saved the Suns? I was right here, ukulele. That's where I was. In the 3 cone stream is where I was. Yeah, Kuz, man. Kuz going back to Washington. He's just a bag chaser. Possible sign and trade? I think we would know if it was a sign and trade, to be honest. Do all free agency signings happen today, or is it for the next week or something? It's over the next week or few weeks or so. It all depends. But today is when a lot of the things get done. Aren't the Wizards in rebuild mode? Why waste that money on Kuz? Probably because you could trade him. Like, you just bring him back, you pay him for right now, and if you trade him, you trade him. That way you at least get value back for him. The Jabari Parker comeback arc is here. Exactly. Jabari Parker playing Summer League with the Bucks. Dwight Howard signed with Portland. Is that real? I've not seen that yet. Yeah, if there's anything coming from other reporters, let me know. Yeah, Rockets haven't made any moves yet. I know they had all that cap space. Maybe it's Dylan Brooks. Kuz is getting a no trade clause. Knowing the Wizards, probably going to do that. Kuz JP equals Rockets now. Yeah, Kuzma and Jordan Poole over there are going to cook. If you're looking for a spot to just watch, like they are the perfect tank commanders to have on a roster. What's Kyrie doing? Just chilling, probably. There was reports that he was going to take some meetings. Like, I think he just goes back to Dallas, but you might as well take some meetings and figure out how much cap space does OKC have. We have about 16 mil. Rockets going to max out Dylan Brooks. That would be a timeline. Okay, Woj is now actually saying that it's 3 years, 40 mil for Coby White. So it's up a little bit. Coby White was really good. Uh-oh. DeAndre Jordan bomb. DeAndre Jordan going back to the Nuggets. The defending champions get their star center back. Grade the DeAndre Jordan trade for me. A+ off the bat. I don't know how DeAndre Jordan keeps getting jobs, if I'm being honest. He need to extend Haslam. Exactly. Fred VanVleet to Houston. Is that official? There are going to be some reporters, by the way. This is just like Woj, Haynes. So if you have any, if there are any like local reporters that or like beat reporters that have more news, let me know. Jokic getting benched for DeAndre Jordan. He's the star. I got Kenny bringing up Coby White making $7 more million in 3 minutes. Shout out to Coby White. Coby White was good for the Bulls this past year. DeAndre Jordan continues to get jobs. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he played a minute or two in the finals. You're right. Respect game 5 finals rotational player. You're right. You're right. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan has got to be one of those all-time locker room guys. Like, I don't know. He's just got to be the coolest dude ever. Like, maybe he's bringing like baked goods or something like that, like buying his teammates watches. I don't know. Is there a good veteran in the free agent market right now? A lot. I mean, it depends what team you're talking about. Nuggets need someone who makes Jokic look good. Clutch block in the finals. Blazers should have signed DeAndre Jordan, get Dame some help. I don't think DeAndre Jordan is the help that's going to make Dame stay, if I'm being really honest. Also, I see people talking about Dwight Howard. Is this actually a thing? Did Dwight Howard actually sign in Portland, or is this just someone saying stuff in chat? Any moves you would want OKC to make? I mean, nothing in particular. I'm really happy with our roster right now. Like, I'm completely cool with us just staying put at the moment. I wouldn't mind us throwing like a restricted free agent some money, but when do OKC make a trade with all those picks? If I had to guess, next offseason is when we go in. Yeah, I know Dwight's playing in Taiwan right now. Like, Howard got traded to the Knicks. I do not believe you. I have not seen that. Shout out to Enjoy Basketball. Just made that tweet over there. Do you think Nets make a splash since they made cap room with the Joe Harris trade? I mean, maybe. But the thing is, like, what kind of splash are they looking for? Is Chet playing in Summer League? I think he's supposed to, yeah. Suns' depth strengthens. Yeah, they've got a Kogi. They've got... Oh, did they get Keita Bates-Diop? The Suns are back, baby. The Suns' depth is here. Keita Bates-Diop, a Kogi. Who was the other guy they signed? Drew Eubanks. They're going to save the Suns. How many wins do you think the Mavs are getting with and without Kyrie? I mean, it depends on who else comes in. If they add defense, they'll probably be solid. But if they don't add defense, it's a problem. Yo, Chet got waived. We're clearing up cap space. We've got to put out a competing offer for Keita Bates-Diop. Give us some time. Keita Bates-Diop, Drew Eubanks, Josh Okogie. Write that new Suns big three. Lindy Waters actually would be a good pickup for the Suns. I wouldn't even mind that. Suns bench super team. They're building a hell of a deep squad over there. Keep refreshing this in case we get more news. Oh, the trade start though? Probably not much today. When is Summer League? Summer League starts next week. Which, by the way, I'm going to be at Summer League in Vegas. If anyone is there, let me know. Or if you are there and you just happen to see me, like, feel free to say hey. OKC going to make any Isaiah Joe splashes? I'd love to if we find another guy. Katie's going to be a great six-man. Exactly. My guy, Keita Bates-Diop, taking that starting spot. Nas likely going back to Minnesota. Makes sense. I don't know why he would leave that spot and why they would let him go. Is there a place to watch Summer League? I'm pretty sure they stream it on like NBA TV. I think it's on there. I think they also put some of the bigger games on some other channels. When is Summer League? Like in Vegas begins July 7th, but they play like they've got like the Utah Summer League first. I think there's another one before that, if I'm thinking right too. So the Utah one starts like a few days before, but the Vegas one starts the 7th. So some of the Blazers games are on ESPN2. OKC's first game will be on ESPN2. Yeah, exactly. Like they put some of those on there. Some of it's on NBA TV. Okay. Everything has gone quiet since the Keita Bates-Diop domino fell. Yeah, the California Classic. Thank you. Ever since the Keita Bates-Diop domino fell, everything's gone quiet. Victor's supposed to play in Summer League. Yeah, he's supposed to play at least in the start. Suns starting 5, scary. The internet is shaking after KBD. Van Vliet to the Suns. I don't see how that works. I think Freddie's going to end up a Rocket if I had to predict. Which star trade would be realistic for OKC? I mean, it depends who's available next summer. Like, I think next summer is the time where OKC probably looks to make that star trade. Like, oh my, the Suns are taking over. Damian Lee, another Suns legend. Evan Porter reporting that the Wolves are about to get something done. I think it's probably either Nickeil Alexander-Walker or the McDaniels extension, I would imagine. The Damian Lee bomb. The league is shaking. The Suns have done it. They are the NBA champions. Why are we even going to play this season? Do a vlog with our OKC guys in the summer league? Yeah, I might do a vlog or something like that. Yes, I do like the flopping and 2 challenge rule change. I do like those. The Phoenix Suns are officially a super team. We are here. And you get a 2-year deal with a player option. Oh my God, the dynasty begins. I don't actually hate these moves for the Suns. I think they're fine, but the depth is still pretty concerning. Nickeil Alexander-Walker staying. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't see why they would let him go. Bradley Beal hits a big 3 to cut the deficit to 42. It's going to be a fun time over there in Phoenix. I think they're going to be good, but do you think the Thunder have more utility in trading Bertans at the deadline or letting his contract expire? I mean, it depends if we can get anything for him. Did your channel become big this year? It really exploded like last summer is when things really kind of blew up on here. Kid Abade's D up Eubanks Lee big 3 is crazy good. Exactly. Don't sleep. I don't see why Bruce Brown left the Nuggets money greater than rings. Well, I mean, he got the ring. Go get a bag. You know? You think getting Westbrook back on OKC as a veteran presence would be a good idea for the development of Shea? I don't really think he needs like a veteran presence at this point. He's an all-NBA first teamer. Like, I think he's kind of clearly the leader there. Any predictions for Portland? I think they bring Jeremy Grant back. That's my big thing. I don't think they make any significant additions. Dylan Brooks is probably going to land in the Rockets, it feels like. Please don't put Kyrie on any team I like. Well, what teams are those? I can let you. I think if you like the Mavericks, I've got bad news. I think he's going to be a Maverick. We've got an updated look at the Suns roster coming from Hoop Central here. What do we think? What do we think about the new Suns roster? Did Bruce Brown really go to Indiana? Woj literally just tweeted. I was about to say he has not tweeted it. Bruce Brown is an Indiana Pacer. Let me go back to Bruce Brown, 2 years, 45 mil. Wow. So he's getting like 22 million a year. Whoa. Bruce Brown got a bag. Oh, you see me draft tweets live in time. He got a huge bag, over 20 mil a year. Good for Bruce Brown, man. He was phenomenal this year. Trust Dropping Dimes. Did Dropping Dimes 20 predict this? Did Dropping Dimes 20 predict the Bruce Brown signing? I know he did the Harden thing, but that's an overpay, but not bad for 2 years. I don't think that's that bad now. For a couple years. He did predict it. The GOAT. My GOAT. Dropping Dimes 20 on Twitter. Now that Kuz saying Wizards ain't all that bad, they're pretty bad. I mean, like, comparatively to the rest of the Eastern Conference. Can I look at the Magic roster? I mean, if they make a signing or something, yeah. Hold on. Share the live, everyone. Appreciate that. Yeah, if y'all could like the stream, I'd appreciate that. Nothing is an overpay if it's a 2-year contract. That's true. Actually, I don't know about that. If you pay like $50 million a year, that's kind of crazy, I will say. I'm glad the audio is actually working this time. Any Blazer moves? Nothing yet. Nothing yet from the Blazers. Yeah, Woj kind of does feel like he's popping off right now. I feel like Shams has not had much. Like the tweet I put out on the Enjoy Basketball account real quick. I mean, shout out to the Pacers. Run that like button, Julius. Exactly. Thank you. Run that like button up. Woj announced Mo Bamba and Yuta to the Warriors. Yuta's a son, I hate to tell you. Not yet, but I think he will be. Dame to Miami trust. Do I think Harden is getting traded today? No, I don't think so. Shams got the huge Sun deals. Yeah, Shams got the big deals with the Suns, and now Woj is just he's taking the wheel. Whoa, I mean, there's a Blazers deal. Jeremy Grant, 5 years, $160 million. Back to the Blazers. Shams comes out of we were talking smack. Shams returns. He heard us talking. Wow, they gave Jeremy Grant a bag. What do we think? 160 mil for Jeremy Grant is a lot of money. But I mean, if you're trying to keep Dame happy, I get it. That is a lot, though. Dame punching the air right now. I mean, this is probably what he wanted. Watch him get traded for Cat. I would not like the Cat. Cat does not move the needle for me for the Blazers. If I'm being honest, I don't think there's any player out there that's going to move the needle for me the way that the Blazers want them to. So, I don't know. Bruce Brown to the Pacers. Yep. Crazy 1-for-2 special. Cat plus Dame equals 8 seed. Yeah, I mean, that duo doesn't move me that much. Like, Dame's good, Cat's good, but I don't know. And the rim protection does not exist either. Big Purr makes the Blazers champs. Do not use that nickname. Do not use that. We don't do that here. Blazers should rebuild. I completely agree. Give me your grades. What are your grades for the Jeremy Grant contract? 5 years, 160 mil. That's a bag. Cal would be a less effective Aldridge. I don't know if I agree with that assessment, but in terms of like the Blazers comparison, yeah, like I don't think he would make that much of an impact on that team. For Jeremy A, Jeremy Grant gets an A+. Oh, Kristaps get the extension. Grades are coming in. I'm seeing some. I just saw straight up L, B+, C, 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 D, 3 out of 10. That's not a grade, but I appreciate that. C-, C-, C equals D, A+ for Jeremy and his agent. Kristaps' extension seems to be what a lot of y'all are mentioning. Makes sense. We figured that was coming. So also mentioned Max Strus. Did Max Strus get picked up yet? Did Max Strus get signed? Did I miss that somehow? I just had a friend text me. Woj tagged the wrong Malika. Did he? Where's the Woj tweet? Is this the wrong Malika Andrews? That is the wrong Malika. That is the wrong Malika Andrews. Free Scoot. Scoot's going to come off the bench, and it's going to break my heart. I'm going to watch Scoot Henderson come off the bench. Troy Brown. Oh, is Troy Brown going to Minnesota? Did he announce that? Wolves got Troy Brown. I mean, why do we even play next season? Why do we even play? All letter grades are A, B, C, D, F, and L. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm cool with that. The Troy Brown Jr. bomb. Hey, someone in chat was saying earlier that they were waiting for or that Minnesota was apparently about to like get a deal done or something like that. There's your deal. Minnesota is saved. Laker legend Troy Brown Jr. Scoot to the Sixers 3-team trade soon. Does your brother have a channel? Nah, we just do the podcast together. But I mean, he might do some individual stuff on there at some point or something. I'm not sure. We want to do like some YouTube shorts and stuff, so we'll see. Can a big three of Big Purr? I almost said Tony Bradley Jr. Troy Brown Jr. and Anthony Edwards make some noise. We'll see. Troy Brown changes things up. A++ for Troy Brown. Let's go. Anything new from the Lakers? Not at all. Naz Reid re-signed for about $15 million a year, I believe. We should 1v1. We could. 1v1 could be fun. Have you been watching Secret Invasion? No, I'm behind on that. I'm a big Marvel guy, but I've been so busy with the offseason that I haven't really had much time to watch too much. So I definitely need to watch Secret Invasion. I've heard it's good so far. We think the Cavs should pursue. I mean, they got Karis LeVert back. Really, I guess just some depth, like get some scoring. Really, like I saw Max Strus rumors, and I like the idea of bringing a guy like him a lot. Anything new for the Dubs? Draymond Green is going there. Rumors are that Dario Saric might go there. We'll see. Troy and Torian to swap spots. Yeah. How do the Lakers keep getting steals? I mean, I don't know. They probably just want to play in LA, play with the championship type team. That's how the Suns are getting legends like. Look at this Suns roster. You tell me this isn't the greatest team you've ever seen. Dario Saric, he was Cohen's favorite TV show of all time, Breaking Bad. Also, I recently watched Severance, which I hadn't watched before. That show is phenomenal. If y'all are looking for something to watch, I think that's on like Apple TV or something. Not sponsored, just a really good show. Next move for the Suns if you're the GM? I don't know. I think I'm done. Look at this roster. We're done. This is my super team. So no new news. What am I saying? No new news yet. As of like 5 minutes ago. That's the 99 Bulls. Max Strus to the Cavs is fake, FYI. I didn't think he had gotten signed or anything yet. If they could trade 8 and I think they would be set. I don't know. Real question is who's getting Ish Smith? I mean, the Nuggets need to bring him back. They just lost Bruce Brown. How long is the stream going to be? Probably not too much longer. We'll see if anything else big comes out. Probably within like the next 10 minutes, we might wrap. Because I'm going to have to get ready to make videos and stuff like that later tonight too. I'm going to make videos talking about like the winners and losers of like day one of free agency and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. Strus deal is real is what I'm seeing now. Is Strus signed or is he not? Suns 2024 play-in champs. Championship's a championship. Reggie Jackson back to the Nuggets. A little strange, I guess, now because they lost Bruce Brown, but he like didn't play. So I don't know why they had to give him like 5 years or $5 million per year. Do you write a script for your videos or is it off the top of your head? Some videos last like summer in particular when I did some of the older stuff, or not like flashing back kind of things when I did recaps of like historical moments. I would write some scripted stuff, but for the most part, really what I do is I write down notes and I kind of just talk off the top of my head and have the notes up on the screen to reference like in between sentences or takes or things like that. Strus is confirmed by Legion Hoops. I don't know if I trust Legion Hoops entirely. Like is there a reporter like attached to it? do you think about Keontae Johnson? I think he has some potential. I think he could be good, like 40% 3-point shooting physical wing. Why not? Reggie Jackson is a great role player to have. Thunder legend. That's right. Shout out to the multiple Thunder legends getting paid. We got Reggie. We got Jeremy Grant getting paid. Thoughts on the new Superman? I don't know. I've never been a big DC guy like up to this point. But with the new DC thing restarting, like I really liked the most recent Suicide Squad movie. So maybe I'll get into DC this time when they restart. Or is Andre Roberson going? I just hope he gets signed by somebody. Strus Cavs 4 years. Who is saying this? I haven't seen this yet. What are the Strus rumors? Rumors is that it's Cleveland, but I'm not seeing like anything like official come out. I mean, I like Strus a lot for Cleveland, but Nickeil Alexander-Walker signing 1-year deal with the Timberwolves. So, shout out to him. Shea's cousin over there, who played great defense on Shea in the playing game. Evan Massey's the one saying that. I want Watanabe on the Dubs. I think Watanabe is going to be an underrated pickup for a team. The shooting was phenomenal this past season. Could OKC be a top 3 seed? I think we could. I'm not going to put it out there that we will be because I don't want to jinx it or anything like that. But okay, my guy Kane in the chat adding me in the Max Strus stuff. Appreciate that. Yeah, it looks like it's Evan Massey. I mean, maybe it's true. If that's confirmed, I don't know why it's not being like put out by anyone else. Eric Gordon Lakers potentially. It's interesting. Yeah, Twitter's huge for the NBA. Like, it's insane. If all those dudes at ESPN have enough cap space for 3-cone, they need more cap. If they're going to bring me in, they need more cap space. I'm asking for that max. Could SGA repeat top 5 MVP? If the Thunder take a big jump, yeah, I think they could, or I think he could, and that we could, be up there in the standings. Just got here. How much have I missed? Draymond back to the Warriors for $25 million a year for 4 years. Jeremy Grant for $160 million to the Blazers, which is a lot. Reggie Jackson's back to the Nuggets. Bruce Brown's to the Pacers. The Suns got a billion guys. Josh Okogie. They brought in Damian Lee, Keita Bates-Diop, Drew Eubanks. Kristaps is extended with the Celtics. Kuzma back to the Wizards. I think those are all the big ones that we've gotten so far. Taurean Prince to the Lakers. Legend. Dropping Dimes is back. Also legend. Do I think the Thunder do anything for agency today? I don't know. We're not really a free agency destination. K debates D up to the Suns. Yep. Oh yeah, Trey Lyles back to Sacramento. Thank you. Is Khris Middleton just going to retire? Nah. He'll be good. He's just going back to the Bucks. They're probably just working through the contract. I honestly am kind of surprised that he hasn't been signed yet, though. Yeah, Jeremy Grant, $160 million is a lot of money. I cannot lie. Imagine Tilbrook signs back with Memphis. That would be the funniest outcome. Bryce Harris for a crumble cookie? Yep, maybe. Ooh, Javon Carter to the Bulls. I actually really like that pickup. Javon Carter's super underrated, and I would know because he dropped 36 points on the Thunder's heads at one point during this season. So, is he from Chicago? The Bulls always do this. Is he actually from Chicago? I'm going to look this up real quick. You're going to hear me typing. The Bulls always have to have a Chicago guy on the roster. They always do. He's from Maywood, Illinois, Oak Park, Illinois. Yeah, he's from that area. They always do that. There is always a Chicago player on the Bulls. Always. The Bucks are basically the same so far. Yeah, except they lost Javon Carter now. Cavs Strus, it's official, is it? Why am I not seeing it in any of my notifications? Any news on Brooke Lopez? Nah, not yet. Nothing. Do I keep up with the MLB? I'm more of a casual fan. I definitely do keep up with it, but I'm a Yankees fan if you're wondering about a team. Need Mitchich news ASAP? Me too. Why is Derek White trending? Because he went bald. That's why. Strus news been everywhere. Just ignore it till the Shams or Woj It's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just waiting to see for sure. Ooh, actually, I know we've making jokes about the Suns. Chimezie Metu going to the Suns, I legitimately like. I legitimately like Metu on the Suns. Who's hiring the depth chart? Javon, Io, Coby White. I think it's Coby White first, then Javon, then probably Io. Io was bad this past season. So, the Suns have signed everybody. I legitimately like Chimezie Metu for the Suns, though. You from Oklahoma? I'm actually not. I've been to Oklahoma like twice. And both times were to see Thunder games. I'm not hating the Suns moves. I don't hate them. It is funny because we knew that the depth was going to be rough, but yeah. Do you want the Thunder to pick anyone up, or what move do you want them to make? I mean, I wouldn't mind if we threw money to someone in restricted free agency, but I don't really think we need anything. Derek White pick? Do I go find a Derek White bald picture? I don't know if you want to see that. They at least have some size outside of 8, and that's true. They do have some size now. But they also picked up Drew Eubanks, who I actually think is a fine backup big. Derek White pick, please. Where is Gordon going? Herb Jones. Will the Suns trade DeAndre or try to fix him? I think they're going to try and fix him. Derek White's the real winner of free agency, I guess. Let's see. We've gotten anything else yet? Nope. It's just more about Javon Carter, Chimezie Metu. What should you get for dinner tonight? What are your options? I'll help you out. Honestly, also tell me what I should get for dinner tonight because I have no idea. Will the Wizards do anything last minute? I don't know. I don't watch soccer that much, Robin. I watched like the World Cup. I want to get into it though. I just haven't been able to. Thai food. I had Thai food a couple nights ago. Hello, just got here. What's going on, Cone? Alden, Chimezie Metu is the son. There you go. You never go wrong with soup. I can't lie. Dominican food is really interesting. That's not a bad suggestion at all, actually. Where in New York City are you? I'm in Manhattan. I'm up, kind of like in the Upper West Side type of area, if you know where that is. Pizza will save my life. If I don't get pizza, does that mean that my life is ending? There's someone yelling outside my apartment, it sounds like. Hopefully y'all can't hear that. Chicken parm with garlic bread also sounds phenomenal. All right, y'all are making me hungry. Y'all are making me really hungry. I might eat like as soon as this stream wraps. Chick-fil-A, there's like no Chick-fil-A's near me. A sandwich does sound good. Probably yelling about Messi to the Suns. Mr. Fluff, exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. Okay, no moves at this part. You should have a watch party at a bar for NYC fans. I mean, maybe if people would be like legitimately interested in that. Nice. How do you afford your apartment? I talk about basketball. Y'all have been, supportive enough to allow me to be able to talk about basketball and make this my living so that I can afford an apartment. Whopper, 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 whopper. Good point, Jose. That Grant contract is bad. Yeah, I don't love it. I can't lie. Any key pickups for the Knicks? Nothing yet for the Knicks. I honestly thought Dante DiVincenzo would have signed with the Knicks by this point. Also, love your videos where I live. I think the only OKC fan in the country. Appreciate it, Robin. Thank you so much. Oh, there are OKC fans all over the world. I've been to OKC like twice, and I'm massive OKC fan. Wait, y'all bring up Kyle Singler. Did Kyle Singler actually sign somewhere? Okay, y'all have to be messing with me. There's no way. The worst contract of free agency so far. I do not really like the Jeremy Grant contract. I think he's good. $160 million is a lot of money. I don't know. It's also like made worse by the fact that I think the Blazers need to blow it up. So it's possible that Kyrie can sign with the Lakers. He can't sign with them outright unless he takes the mid-level exception. A sign and trade could happen. Big love, OKC fan from the UK. Appreciate you, Ryan, tuning in. Thunder up. Same to you, Austin from North Dakota. Hell yeah. How much? $160 million for Jeremy Grant. It's a lot of money. And I really just think the Blazers need to rebuild. Things have gone quiet. Every time it's now like we got the Keita Bates-Diop signing, and then we got the Chimezie Metu signing, and now things have gone quiet. The Suns keep making these signings that just break everything. You're back. Did you miss much? When'd you leave? Austin Reeves to the Lakers next. I'm surprised they haven't gotten it done yet. They'll probably just wait to see if anyone throws him an offer and then just match whatever he gets. OKC friend from the Netherlands. That's awesome. It's cool to see how many OKC fans there are worldwide. Like, it's legitimately really cool. How long will it take for all of OKC's young guys to be really good? I mean, a few of them are already really good. I say give it a couple of years before we're a championship type team. Love from Hong Kong. Thank you so much, Suppy Kelpo. OKC friend all the way from OKC. A couple of y'all from OKC. Would love to see it. From Australia. I'm guessing you're a big Josh Giddey fan. People got to be laughing as they tweet these Sun signings. I mean, I wonder how many of these were in the drafts. Like, how many of these were just ready to go? Bunch of OKC fans in New Zealand. Makes sense. Irish OKC fan from Seattle. Ooh, you're probably alone from a lot of people. Lebanon, that's awesome. OKC fan from San Diego, from Oklahoma, and not an OKC fan. Denver fan, congratulations on the finals. OKC fan from OKC. Team you want to fail the most? I don't really want teams to fail. I'm not really like that. Oh, we got Georges Niang going to the Cavaliers. 3 years, $26 million. I'm honestly kind of surprised he's getting that much. Like, I like Georges Niang. Awesome dude. I got the chance to talk to him, actually. Did a quick interview with him, which was super cool. Yeah, so shout out to the minivan. I mean, he's good. I just didn't expect him to get, that's what, like 8.5 million roughly. It's actually not that bad now that I think about it more. Turkish SGA fan. You know ball. What can I say? OKC fan from Spain. Not the Cavs news I was looking for. Yeah, is this Max Strus stuff actually like happening? This Niang thing makes me think no. OKC from Alaska. Yeah, he does feel a need for the Cavs. They need more bench scoring. They just have to round out the roster, so I don't really mind it. Strus was never officially reported. That's what I thought. Like, I've not seen anything official about the Max Strus stuff. So, what's your opinion on the bird, which is the bald eagle? To be honest, I don't know if I have like a full-fledged opinion on the bald eagle. I guess it's a cool bird. Shout out to bald eagles, I guess. There's someone definitely in here lying about their location. I don't know, maybe. Giddey going to average a triple-double ever? I don't know. That's really hard. He could get close, though. Waiting right now to see if Woj or Shams are going to announce me signing, to be honest. I would Hopefully someone signs me in free agency. Tell me which players Phoenix signed. Thanks. We can go back and find their whole roster real quick because it got tweeted a couple of times. This is the Suns roster now. They have signed Josh Okogie. They have signed Keita Bates-Diop, Damian Lee, Drew Eubanks. And they also, who was the other guy? They brought in Chimezie Metu as well. So, well, there's Kyrie back to the Mavs. 3 years, 126 mil. Kyrie's back. Not surprised at all. Makes sense. But in bigger news, the Celtics have met with Delano Banton. Keep an eye on that. Not surprised that Kyrie just goes back to Dallas. They weren't going to have, much competition. So Isaac Okoro or George Niang? Are you talking about like who starts? I don't think Niang starts. He comes off the bench. Yeah, we got all those rumors about like would Kyrie go somewhere else and this and that, and he ends up going back, which is understandable. Like, I don't think he was going to get that money anywhere else. Kyrie Mavs jersey goes hard. The Mavericks in general, I feel like have pretty nice jerseys. I think they're kind of slept on. Wemby or Chet, who are you picking for Rookie of the Year? Unbiased opinion, Wemby. Biased opinion, Chet. Best part of the Kyrie deal is the length. That is true. 3 years is not bad for Kyrie, especially if you got like, I wonder if there's an option at the end or if it's just straight up 3 years. Like 3 years is not bad for Kyrie. I honestly think that's pretty solid. How will the league recover from the Suns free agency masterclass? Dylan, they won't. It's over. Let's pack it up. Don't play next season. Opinion on the Jazz jerseys. The purple ones are cool. The rest of them I don't love. I did come to like them more, but to me, they still kind of feel like practice jerseys. Third year player option. If that's the case, then that makes sense. I felt like there'd probably be a player option at the end. Heat and OKC fan from Sweden. 2012 was awkward. Understandable. Kyrie bench for Frank Ntilikina. Makes sense. You got to put Frank the Tank over there. Yeah, Chris Haynes saying Kyrie's deal is 3 years, 126 mil with a player option. I think it's a pretty solid contract. If they could just bring in some defenders now, like, is there running scoreboard of Woj versus Shams bombs? I wish there was. There should be an account for that. If you're looking to make a Twitter account that could blow up the Shams versus Woj, like, battle Twitter account that keeps track of the score, that might be a possibility. Kyrie or Harden, who's better? I think it depends on what your team needs. If you need playmaking, give me Harden. If you need more consistent scoring, give me Kyrie. Shams versus Elon, or Shams versus Woj better than Elon versus Zuck. I can't believe that is something that actually is like even being discussed about happening. That's crazy. Is there any way we get hard news saved? I think there is a way, but I don't expect it. Thoughts on Wolves jerseys? Fan. The Wolves have nice jerseys. Big fan. They've got some like alternates I don't love, but Joe Ingles to the Magic. I guess. I guess. Oh, well, there's Khris Middleton saying with the Bucks. Good time to refresh. But Ingles to the Magic first. Let's keep an eye on that one. And then Khris Middleton to the Bucks. Magic legend, Joe Ingles. Highly improbable if the Thunder were to sign anyone right now. What's your dream choice? I don't know. Like a 4, I guess. PJ Washington's a name that I've seen pop up a lot, and a lot of Thunder fans have mentioned before. So thoughts on Rockets jerseys? Nice. Rockets have the alternates they did recently, like the throwback ones, super nice. I'm also just a big fan of the color. Like I think red, blue, like they just have a nice color scheme, like red, black, white. I like a little bit of blue in there every now and again. You're very rarely going to get bad jerseys with that color scheme. Yeah, good for the Bucks. Bring back Khris Middleton. We'll see if they can bring back Brook Lopez now, because Khris Middleton felt like it was like I expected him to go back. I would have been shocked if Khris Middleton was not a Buck. Miami jerseys, best in basketball. They are super nice. Can they keep Brook with the second apron looming? They can. It's going to get expensive, but I think you have to. Pirtle got a bag. Did we got Jakob Pirtle signing? What are the Raptors doing? 20 mil is not that bad, I guess, for Pirtle. Like 20 mils, that's not that bad for Pirtle. I think he's a good player. But why? What are the Raptors doing? Cam Johnson bag is crazy. What did Cam Johnson sign to? Holy, 4 years, 108 mil. Oh my God. Cam Johnson got a bag. Someone in here said that Shams was cooking Woj. It has completely flipped the script. Like we have the exact opposite now. Cam Johnson got a bag. Oh my God. Good for Cam. I'm just kind of surprised. Yeah, Rockets haven't done anything. We heard all these talks about the Rockets, like making all these moves, and we haven't seen anything yet. Ocean Chums are taking turns. Yeah, one of them will drop like 3-4 scoops, and then they just switch off. 20 average on Jakob Pertl's fantastic over 4. I think it's a fine, like, monetarily deal. My problem is, like, I just don't know. The Raptors aren't, like, good. I think they can get better and they could maybe make the playoffs this upcoming year, but they're not they're not a team that's trying to compete, it feels like. The Wolves are rolling out 3 centers and the Nets are counting with 4 forwards. Big balls back. Do you think Woj and Shams think about their rivalry? They probably don't take it seriously, but they definitely know about it. Like I have a couple of friends. In fact, my brother, who I do the podcast with, he got blocked by Woj, and he doesn't know exactly why, but I'm pretty sure it was because he tweeted out something at one point, like talking about their rivalry. When am I going to Summer League? I'm going to be there June, or not June. It's July tomorrow. July. I'm getting in the night of July 6th. It starts July 7th. So I'm going to be there July 7th, July 8th, July 9th, and July 10th. Those like first 4 days is when I'm going to be there. So the big names we're waiting on now are Brook Lopez, Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks. Those are kind of the biggest names we're waiting on at the moment. Can I get a picture with you at Summer League? Yeah, for sure. If you see me at Summer League, like, stop me, for sure. Why'd the Raps sign Partle? I mean, I guess they're trying to keep competing. Lopez to Spurs? Where? Where is that coming? Where are y'all seeing that? Because Brook Lopez to the Spurs would be kind of crazy. Where are you seeing the Brook Lopez to the Spurs thing? I'm still kind of waiting for Shams, Woj, and JK. Okay. Unbelievable. You you cooked me. I can't lie. I can't lie. Appreciate all y'all in the stream, by the way. 450 some of y'all. That's awesome. Grant 160 mil. I agree it's an overpay. And the biggest reason why I don't like it is because I think Portland should blow it up. Cone, the amateur account, could go viral. It already has, to be honest. Like, it's already kind of well known. You're the man. Thank you, Infinite. I appreciate that. Thunder roster is full, but they need to add $3 million to reach the cap for. Do you give away JR Trainman or add something more expensive? I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest. Like, we're kind of in a weird spot at the moment where I could see us spending a little bit of money, but I don't know. Where's the name 3 Cone come from? My real name is Connor, and it's spelled Connor, not even like the E. But I have a friend, shout out to my guy Troy, back in high school, who always spelled it Conner, and I would be like, it's Connor. And so he just kept calling me Connor with the E instead, like in text and stuff. And eventually he just shortened it to Cone, and all my friends picked that up. So Cone was a nickname that I've had for probably 6 years at this point, 6-7 years. So when I was trying to decide what to make like my online persona, I just went with Cone, and it stuck. The 3 is because my friend Caleb, when we were playing basketball, I would shoot a 3 and he would yell 3 Cone, and that's the way. Portland should have blown up a long time ago. I agree. Where's Terrence Ferguson? I have no idea. That's a name I haven't heard in a minute. How much longer are we going to keep this going? We might go for a little, like maybe 10 more minutes. I'm really hungry. When y'all gave the food suggestions earlier, I became starving. So announce PJ to OKC. Dylan, I'm trying. I'm trying. What are the Bulls doing? Just bringing in good. I mean, they brought in a good player, I guess, but yeah, the guard situation is weird over there. Talk about grilled cheese burrito. Ball. The best thing at Taco Bell is the grilled cheese burrito. Terrence Ferguson followed you on Instagram, saw your message, and blocked you. That's crazy. Canes does sound good right now, Jordan, but there's no Canes in New York City. There is none. I'm from further down in the South, and Canes is like one of my favorite places in the world, but there's none up here in New York City. It's a tragedy. Is Teo Maldo on a Thunder legend? Absolutely. Should try Lebanese food. I've never tried it. I should give that a try. Kuz back to the Wizards. Thoughts? I don't hate it. I mean, you can go ahead and you can trade him after a couple of years if it's not really working out. So they opened a Canes in Times Square. Dylan, are you sure about this? Is this something we talked about before? Let me check this. Hold on. But also, I don't know if I want to go all the way down to Times Square for Canes right now. There is a Canes in Times Square. Man, 4 days ago? How did I not know about this? None of you decided to tell me this? Unbelievable from y'all. We haven't talked about, but the Middleton contract is a steal for the Bucks. If he stays healthy, yeah, that's kind of a concern, though, because Middleton's been up and down with injuries as of late. The Cam Johnson contract is wild. Have you tried Smash Burger? I don't actually think I have. Yes, Conrad. I'm also learning that there's a Canes in Times Square now. I'm surprised we haven't seen any movement on Christian Wood. That's another name I thought we would see. Thoughts on Bruce Brown to Indiana? I like it a lot. It's a couple-year deal. You gave him a lot of money. Like, that might be a bit of an overpay. But to secure his services over there in Indiana, I don't hate it at all. How much you have given Cam? I think 20 mil is pretty good. I don't think it's terrible. So it's what, like 27 mil a year, I think. It's not terrible. It is a lot though. Mainly because Cam Johnson is, they're like younger, or he like the Nets are a weird team because they're like not that old, but they also don't like have their picks. So they're not really competing, but they're not rebuilding. So they're in that weird spot. Have you ever had Bojangles? Yeah, Bojangles is good. Is Strus confirmed for the Cavs? Not that I've seen. We've seen a lot of rumors about it, but it hasn't been like confirmed. If we get one more big signing, I'll probably hop off after that because now I'm starving. We talked about Canes. Y'all did this. Who had a better year, Bane or Maxey? I don't know. Maybe Maxey just because just by virtue of Bane getting hurt and missing a good portion of the season. I think Bane could be like a fringe all-star type player consistently if he stays healthy. I think there is a real chance that Bane becomes an all-star at some point. He's really good. Ever had Freddy's? No, I haven't had Freddy's. Fisher said they're working on a sign and trade for Strus, coming from my guy Dylan. Oh, by the way, over 500 viewers right now. Appreciate y'all. Sign and trade for Strus. I like the idea of Strus over there in Cleveland. Thoughts on the Jeremy Grant contract? That is a lot of money. I don't know. Bane is a great point guard or shooting guard. Great. I realize right now, why are we seeing my Twitter notifications and not my these? These are the ones I had to set on. I don't know how I did that. Oh, Trey Jones, 2 years, 10 mil a year, back to the Spurs. Good for Trey Jones. Are you going to make a video on your thoughts about free agency and some grades on the contracts? Yes. I'm going to make probably like a grading every free agency move type of video. Or like, there will be something tonight for sure. Trying to flex on us. I was not trying to. Yes, Derek White is bald. That's the biggest news of the day. Need a video ranking only the Sun signings. I mean, I have a lot to talk about. Trey Jones, San Antonio. Yep. Suns doing well right now for bench. I think they're doing a solid job. I think they do need to bring in some more established pieces, though. The Suns bench is kind of rough. Joe Ingles is confirmed going to the Magic. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm surprised he signed there. He's really getting up there in age. I thought he would just try and stay with a contending team if possible, but I mean, maybe not. Expected return for Harden from the Clippers. I don't know if he gets traded there. I don't know. How the Suns signings affect LeBron's legacy? I mean, this after Kate debates Diop and dunks on him in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, it's cooked. It's over. The GOAT debate is ended. Real hard to get some better bench players when you got those 4 contracts. That's the big thing. That's part of why I didn't love the Bradley Beal stuff. I think if I'm trading Ayton as well, like I've seen people talk about Ayton getting traded to a third team, the Suns getting James Harden, and like the Sixers getting some assets from a third team. I don't like that because if I'm trading Ayton, I want like depth pieces. And James Harden just does not fit what I'm trying to build over there at all, or what they need. If they're trying to build a team of all like shot creating shooting guards, then yeah. When are you going to tell everyone you're actually dropping Dimes 20? Dylan, I'm trying to save that for the end of this stream. Don't spoil my big reveal, please. Damn, I'm hungry. Yeah, I wonder if the time to score Canes would deliver to me. Thoughts on the Cavs moves? I like George Niang as a pickup. Karis LeVert bringing him back does make sense. You also have Max Strus as a potential sign and trade type of guy. So I think the Cavs are honestly doing pretty good. Yeah, Houston has been incredibly quiet, Nicholas. Like the Lakers now have a king and a prince. I didn't even think about that. Guys, I have terrible news. The Canes in Times Square is not on Uber Eats. It's heartbreaking. Are the Thunder going to do anything? I don't think so. We typically don't. We're not really a free agency destination. No, I don't think the hard move happens today, JJ. I don't think so. Sources tell me LeBron and James Harden have requested trades to Detroit. I believe the only source that I believe. This is the only source I believe in. Good to see y'all in chat are as heartbroken as I am about the lack of the Canes delivery. One suggestion for Food Jollibee. I don't know if that's in New York City. Cavs try to get a third team involved for a potential Max Strus signing trade. This is interesting. We'll see what happens. What type of role players do you think would be best for the Suns? Guys who play defense is kind of the big thing. They need defenders. NBA teams have committed a reported 1.2 or 1.02 billion salaries over the first hour of free agency. Jobby's definitely in New York City. I mean, I could look. Did Okogie go back to Phoenix? Yeah, he did. Dorian Finney-Smith, is he too pricey? I just don't know how they trade for him. Free agency is boring. I've had a good time. I'm enjoying it with y'all. By the way, I appreciate all y'all that are tuning in. Do you play video games at all? And if so, what's your favorite? Yes, I do. What games am I playing right now? I finished Elden Ring again recently. That's a game I've played a couple of times. What other games am I playing? 2K. I'll play 2K. The new God of War game was awesome. Really excited for the new Spider-Man game. I have a PS5, so just stopping at any big trades. No big trades. We've got a lot of signings. This is your first thing to keep up for agency. It's pretty fun. It is. It's a fun time. And we haven't even gotten some of the bigger names. Like Fred VanVleet is still out there. The Rockets haven't done anything, which we thought they would. Did you beat Melania? Yes, I did. I'm not proud of how long it took me, but I did. Casually flexing the PS5. It was not meant to be a flex. Boston got Porzingis cheap. They did. And I like that fit a lot. He's such a good basketball fit for what Boston is doing. Celtics trade Brogdon and Pritchard for Norman Pound, a first-round pick. What would be my thoughts? I think that's a good trade. They'd have to bring another guard, but did you ever be down to making a gaming channel? I love your content. You're fun to listen to. Maybe down the line. It takes a lot of time to do what I do now with basketball. But if I ever streamlined it a little bit, then I'd be open to something like that. I want to stream more stuff too. I like doing streams like this with y'all. It's fun. Any updates on Lillard? No. Ended up here from Through the Wire. They like you, so I trust you. Oh, really? Shout out to Through the Wire guys. Those are my guys. Love your content. I think I'm your only subscriber from Uruguay. There probably are a few. I'm shocked every time I check my metrics, and there's a lot of people from different countries. It's amazing. Grant Williams gone anywhere? Nope, nothing from Grant. Waiting for a Thunder legend, Alex Abrinas, Wojbomb. Can you getting a new logo for your channel? I haven't been planning on it. I like the logo I've got right now. Shout out to Dwani who made that for me. One of the best artists I know. She's incredible. From Australia, Poland. Yes, the Trey Jones deal is real. Yeah. 2 years, 20 mil. Peyton Pritchard news. We have not gotten the Peyton Pritchard news. If we get any Peyton Pritchard news, I will let you know. I got you. We can stream GTA Online together, serious inquiries only. I haven't played GTA Online in so long. Is GTA 6 ever coming out? Does that actually exist? Anything? Want the Lakers to land Brooke? I don't know what the Lakers are doing, and I don't know what Brooke Lopez is doing either. From Antarctica, I don't know if I believe that one, but it's something about you changing it a while back. Oh, I don't think so. Do I live in OKC? Nah, I live in New York City. Wizard moves aren't that bad, huh? I like what the Wizards have done all throughout this offseason. I think they've done a good job. People give them a lot of hate, but I thought they've done a good job. Sup Cone, fellow Thunder fan, a little worried about Chet's development alongside Shea, Giddey, and J-Dub. Your thoughts? I think it'll be fine. I like the playmaking of Shea and Giddey for Chet. I'm listening from Chile. Appreciate you. Which borough? I'm in Manhattan. Dwight, if I ever get into GTA Online, I'll let you know. How did I become a Thunder fan? No one in my family watched basketball, and I just started watching hoops, and the Thunder just caught my eye, and I've been a basketball fan, specifically a Thunder fan, since then. Hearing from your sources that Peyton Pritchard has accepted he'll be the starting point guard in the Puerto Rican Basketball League. Man, don't do Peyton Pritchard dirty like this. That's a Celtics legend right there. The biggest rat you've seen in New York City? I had a rat run by my feet the other day that I thought it was a dog. It was crazy. But I haven't seen that many. This was just like this one time. It was I legitimately thought there was a dog that was going to run over my foot. Thoughts on Markelle Fultz as a player? Markelle's great. I think he's underrated. And I think this could be a breakout season for him. Favorite NFL player? I'm a Cowboys fan, so it's, I guess, Dak Prescott if I had to pick a player. I know people are going to be mad that I said I'm a Cowboys fan. Every time I do in a video, or like during NFL season, I'll make a video wearing a Cowboys jersey or Cowboys gear of some kind, and you'll just see the tip of the star on the side of the Cowboys logo, and people will comment like mad things. Dude saw Master Splinter. Exactly. Would I have preferred Lively over Kaysen if he fell to OKC? Nah, I think Chet's the center. Yep, Nicholas, mad I'm a Cowboys fan. I get it. I understand. Cowboys fans aren't the best. I get it. My guy, Narayan, saying out of New York. Understandable. Hey, Coach, just letting you know I love your videos. I've been watching every single one with a broken leg. Thank you so much for supporting. I hope everything's okay with your leg. Like, sincerely, I hope everything gets better soon. Who's your favorite soccer player? I guess just Pulisic. You know, again, I don't watch. You're more mad that I'm a Yankees fan. Yeah, I'm a Yankees, Cowboys, Thunder fan. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't watch soccer too much, so I guess just Pulisic is kind of the default. But there's a couple of guys on the U.S. team that I really like. So I know it's generic, but favorite NBA player, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also, we're not getting any news right now. We've got nothing. Like, it has gone so silent. Do I watch anime? I've watched some, but not a lot. If y'all got any recommendations, let me know. What's up, 3Co? Not much. How you doing? Favorite NBA team outside the Thunder? My brother's a Sixers fan, so I've watched a lot of Sixers games alongside him, so I'm kind of partial to Philadelphia. So I would probably say Thunder and then Sixers. Yeah, I'm feeding for more news. Russ is my number 2. Yeah, Russ is my favorite player of all time, probably. Although Shea might have taken that spot at this point. But Russ is the player that made me like fall in love with basketball. So why am I a fan of OKC? I mentioned this a little bit earlier. I'll kind of go over it again. It's a quick story. Nobody in my family ever really watched hoops. And I kind of just started watching. Bruce Brown as a team option the second year. Phenomenal contract for the Pacers. But I started watching hoops. I was the first one in my family to do so. And I just started watching games and OKC caught my eye, like particularly Russ. When does free agency end? It never has an ending time. It just keeps going until everybody's signed for the most part. But players can be signed at any point. So do you like the Knicks or Nets more? I'm not really partial to either, I guess. Like, there's players I really like on both teams. I'm a huge Jalen Brunson fan. I also really like Josh Hart as a role player over there. Mikal Bridges was awesome this past year. I think Nick Claxton is incredibly underrated too. So, NHL team. I do not have an NHL team. Maybe I'll become a New York Rangers fan, I guess, while I'm up here. Initial reaction when Katie left us. So when Katie left us, it was July 4th, 2016. I'm 23 now. I was 16 then. I woke up. I was eating breakfast. I looked at my phone. The notification came out that Katie made his Player Tribune article where he announced he was going to the Warriors. I just scrolled to the bottom of the article to see where he said he was going to go. And he was saying goodbye to OKC. I scrolled up, saw he was going to the Warriors, and went right back to bed. I think I took like a 2-3 hour nap. And then I helped my dad out with some lawn work. So what kind of videos will I make when free agency dies down in August? What I did last year was I made a lot of videos talking about like great playoff runs, talking about like one in particular I really want to make is Isaiah Thomas. I want to make a video talking about Celtics Isaiah Thomas, the year when he was like, he finished top 5 in MVP voting. One of my favorite individual seasons of all time. I want to make a video about that. So stuff like that. What are some other videos I can make? I already made like a Russ's MVP season one, so I don't think I want to do something like that again. But other Thunder content, I kind of want to make a full video on like the 2019-2020 Thunder team that was, led by Chris Paul and Shea and was predicted to miss the playoffs like substantially, like things like that. Like I want to make videos about talking about some of my favorite like basketball stories and moments. That's what I did in like August last year, and that's kind of when the channel blew up. So I want to make stuff more like that. Like I made for a long time, the biggest video I ever had was a video about Lou Dort and his like first season and what he did in Game 7 against the Rockets. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to making those videos again. Least favorite Thunder player? I don't really have one. They're all Thunder legends in my eyes. How'd you feel when Dame hit that shot? I was surrounded by friends. I was in the lounge in my dorm. I was surrounded by friends, and I kind of just like went on a walk. I just like, they all just kind of looked at me. Chris Paul Thunder video sounds great. Yeah, I want to do something like that. Might be raining outside. I'm hearing like drops hitting my AC unit. Also, I saw someone earlier say they saw me at a game one time. Who was that? That was SM Highlights. Yeah, I mean, I've been at a few like Thunder games. I was at the Oklahoma City Knicks game and OKC Nets game in New York this past year. So when did you realize SGA was him? In his first season with OKC is when I really realized. And then the first game after we traded Chris Paul that next season, he had a game winner against the Hornets in game 1 of the year. That at that moment, I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy is going to, I think that's when the world should have realized. I don't have any pets, Tyler. No, here in my apartment. Back home with my family, I have a dog. Shout out dogs, I guess. Did you play sports? I played baseball for a while when I was younger and started playing basketball when I was like 14. So I wish I played basketball from the get-go because I was never great at baseball, but I feel like I'm at least decent at basketball. I think I'm pretty good, but coming to New York in October, I might see you at a game. Yeah, I mean, whenever the Thunder come up here, I'll be there. What section did you sit in at the Thunder games? I was at both of those. It was somewhere in like the back 100s, like front 200s. I don't remember. How tall are you? 6 foot, roughly. And that's not me like exaggerating because I know that's I'm sure a few of you in chat are immediately going to say like that I'm actually like 5'11". I promise you I'm 6 foot. Now there's also Chess in the chat kept saying I was flexing. I'm not flexing the height now. A refresh. Someone said Gabe Vincent to the Lakers. Whoa, Gabe, I love that pickup for the Lakers. Wow. We finally got some news. Finally. Gabe Vincent to the Lakers. Whoa, I like that move a lot for them. Hold on. That's a big win for LA. Drop your grades. Great pickup. Really good move for the Lakers. I did not see the Lakers coming at all for them. As a Heat fan, Gabe Vincent is super overrated, but I think like they just need some shooting and some offensive creation at the guard spot. And I think that's exactly what Gabe Vincent brings to the table. And I think that's a good price for Gabe. Like he's not going to be the best player on your team or like a third, fourth, fifth best player probably, but you've got LeBron, AD, you kind of just need some shooting. I think Gabe Vincent brings a lot of that. Does this mean D'Lo is gone? No, I don't think so. I think D'Lo could be back. Did it say how much? Yeah, 3 years, 33 million. So about 11 mil a year for Gabe Vincent. I think that's a great deal. Like legitimately, I think that's really good. Really like that for Los Angeles. What offense does he create, though? He's had some fake games, but he's terrible at the rim as a mid shooter. I mean, he's a fine shooter, and he's going to get some great looks from LeBron, Anthony Davis. Like, John, appreciate you tuning into the stream. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good one. Do you think KD should get his jersey retired in OKC? I do, and I think he will. We got Gabe Vincent. Yeah, Kane, shout out to you. I like that signing a lot for the team. Big pickup. Where do I see the Lakers in the standings next year? I mean, I'm gonna have to see how the rest of the squads kind of shape out their rosters. Can they still afford to match for Reeves? They can. Yeah, they still can. Rather get Serge Ibaka retired in OKC. What? Let's just do both. Also, Thunder legend. Yeah, Gabe coming probably does mean goodbye to Dennis Schroeder, though. He's probably like one of the biggest names out there on the point guard market now, I would say. How much cap space do the Cavs have? They really don't have any, but they've got like, although they signed Niang to their mid-level exception. So I guess they don't really have any at this point. Favorite Thunder role player of all time? I love Dion Waiters in OKC. I'm a big Dion Waiters fan. Roberson is also another guy. Who are some other like Schroeder? But I wouldn't even consider Schroeder like a role player. He should have won 6 Man of the Year. One thing that's something I might make a video on. Dennis Schroeder was robbed of the 2026 Man of the Year award, and I will never get over it ever. Morrow was great for the Thunder. So I guess the Heat underpaid him with the offer. Yeah, apparently the Heat offered him like $8 million a year. And so I guess he was like, nah, I'm just going to walk. Steven Adams count as a role player? I don't know. He was like our starting center for years, so I wasn't going to call him that. But as a $4 million left in the $4.5 million biannual exception, yeah. So they've got some ways to sign players, but not really any like significant cap space. Raymond Felton GOAT. Shout out to Raymond Felton. Who won it over Dennis in 2020? It was Montrezl Harrell. And the big issue I have is that Schroeder on some nights was our best player. Montrezl Harrell and Lou Will were both 6 men for the Clippers. Like they were both 6 men. So I don't get it. I'm still salty to this day about that. Thunder legend Norris Cole. Big shout out to Norris Cole. Junior Watanabe. Yeah, I'm surprised Yuta hasn't been signed yet. Raymond Felton, former Maverick legend. Raymond Felton, shout out to him. Yes, Dylan, by definition, one had to be the 7th man, and they both got 6-man votes. Like, it's crazy. Can we shout Nick Collison? Of course. The lone guy to have his Thunder jersey retired. Yeah, someone's got to sign Yuta the Shooter. He was nice. He was nice last year. Rip Kyrie to the Lakers. Yeah, Kyrie signed with the Mavericks already. Jalen Horde. That's a name. What I think the Thunder's record will be, I don't know. I have to see video idea what happened to the Warriors legend Eric Pascal. One video I do want to make, actually, I really want to make a Jabari Parker video. And I don't know if it would do well at all in the algorithm, but I really want to make a Jabari Parker video. Like, I think that would be phenomenal. I just want to talk about how good he could have been if he didn't get injured. Any Bucks news? Khris Middleton has re-signed. Yeah. Or he is on the Summer League roster. Exactly. Is Max Strus a Cav or not? Not yet. I don't think so. We haven't seen the official. We haven't seen the official report yet. Yeah, Vucevic went back to the Bulls. He resigned. I keep reading like people saying re-signed as resigned, like they just gave up on their roster spot. Where do you think Brook Lopez is going? I think he just goes back to the Bucks. It feels like the Rockets aren't doing anything. Like, I'm guessing they get Dylan Brooks, but I got to put Nova down for sleepy potting later. Hopefully. If I can get video stuff done, then yeah. Jabari was averaging 20 back in Milwaukee. Exactly. How would you like that deal for the Cavs grabbing Strus if it does happen? It depends what they give up in that deal, but I like the idea a lot of Max Strus over there. According to Dan Woik, I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sorry if I butchered that. Lakers still have interest in signing D'Angelo Russell. Who is Taurean Prince? Good wing player. Plays the 3, the 4. Yeah, 12 count. There's a lot of free agents out there. Double sign trade deal on Brook Lopez fills need for both teams. I don't think the Bucks really have a need for D'Angelo Russell, if I'm being honest. Like they add youth, I guess, because he's a bit younger, but they need Brook Lopez's defense, I believe. Are the Heat going all in on Dame or what's going on? I really don't know what's going on with the Heat. We'll see. Taquan Cook. Man, shout out to the Lakers. I like Taurean Prince and Gabe Vincent a lot as pickups for them. I think 64 mil for 4 years is an overpay for Strus. That is a lot. It's a little bit of an overpay, but at the same time, you know, shooters are incredibly valuable, so it could be worse. Did you see Lopez is going to Seattle? Expansion team's been confirmed. Houston tanking for OKC. Wouldn't mind that. They want to go ahead and do it. Do it. Anyone else feel like this free agency has been pretty slow, actually? I mean, it's been kind of slow. Like, it's not been, you know, it hasn't been like crawling, but I see what you're saying. I mean, we haven't gotten like Fred VanVleet, but I mean, I think the reason it feels slow is because we didn't get a lot of like stars changing teams. Like Khris Middleton stayed with the Bucks, Draymond stayed with the Warriors, Kyrie stayed with the Mavs. Like we saw most of the big names just stay. So. Where's James Harden going? Tyler, I have no idea. Yeah, the free agency market wasn't crazy to begin with. Is also a kind of a cause for, you know, nothing insane going on. So Milwaukee with the biggest overpay of all time? I don't think so. Like Middleton's really good. Now Hooper, it could look like a huge overpay if he stays injured. That's my concern. What happened to John Wall? Injuries just around his career. Are the Heat in trouble now? Not necessarily. I mean, we'll see. Dylan Brooks signed a max contract with the Thunder. Do not say that. I'm upset that you would even say something like that. As a Sixers fan, Morey either has a great trade that gets us something good or he gets fired. Hope he's got a trade for y'all somewhere. Yeah, the Bucks core is getting old. She and Red King mentioned that Middleton looked really bad post injury. It wasn't great, but at the same time, I think if he stays healthy, I still think they're going to be a championship type team. It's just a matter of if he can. Also, this stream is almost got 2 hours. I thought I was going to stream for like 40 minutes, but I'm kind of having fun with it. So we'll keep it going for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll probably wrap at some point soon, just because I'm starving. I feel like we had the conversation about Canes like 4 hours ago. So where will Kelly Oubre? Why haven't I should be adding comments up here. Where will Kelly Oubre land? I don't know. I saw someone commented on one of my videos, my free agency one, mentioning Kelly Oubre to the Grizzlies if they pull off a sign and trade where he takes a mid-level exception or something. I like that fit a lot. What centers are left? I mean, Brook Lopez is out there. Dennis Schroeder likely to leave the Lakers, according to Lakers beat reporter. What other centers are even out there? Like Mo Bamba, who the Lakers cut. Like Paul Reed is a restricted free agent. Thomas Bryant, if you want to bring him back, refresh. I don't think we've gotten anything yet. Nah, just that Dennis Schroeder is likely to leave the Lakers. I'm keeping an eye at my phone over here too. I get notifications, so I'll keep refreshing. Okay, you said that comment? Okay. All right, Jack, I'll see you later. Taco Fall. Hey, Taco Fall's on the Bucks Summer League roster, apparently. Dwight Powell, that's a name. Thomas Bryant, Nuggets legend. NBA champion Thomas Bryant. Celtics need a point guard. Who's a point guard that would fit the Celtics? I mean, maybe Pat Bev, if you're looking for that defensive guy to kind of replace Marcus Smart. Dennis Schroeder is on the market now. There are some good guards out there that you could probably get for like a minimum. Dropping Dimes is saying Dame to the Sixers and Harden to the Clippers. Really? Well, I'll go check that for y'all. I don't know if Dropping Dimes is actually saying. I'm pretty sure they're still suspended. Yeah, they're not suspended, but they're deactivated. Yeah, nothing on Dante DiVincenzo. We do have to refresh, though, because the Joe Ingles deal is official. And Yuta Watanabe is a Phoenix Sun, right on cue. The Suns do it again. Yuta Watanabe, Phoenix Suns legend. For some reason, this felt obvious. I feel like we all saw this coming. The Suns refused to miss. Exactly. Look at the Suns go. Also, Joe Ingles, 22 mil from the Magic is such a weird fit. Yuta does love KD. Also, drink some water, by the way. If y'all aren't hydrating, drink some water. Because I'm dehydrated. Lord. Sit in the corner smacking threes for some money. Why not? There you go. All right, we've got the new Suns roster. How we feeling? How we feel about this new Suns roster? Drinking Code Red. Nice. Sponsored by Water. If Water wants a spot, I'll take the Water sponsorship. Very random, but that brings me to something I've thought about for a while. There's that whole y'all remember the chocolate milk ads? Who was doing that? Is there just big chocolate milk out there just as an umbrella corporation that's pushing chocolate milk ads? Who was doing that? And what is their motive? But yeah, if you're wondering what the Suns roster looks like, this is it. Hot take, Denver's not a number one contender after Bruce Brown leaves. I do think his absence is going to hurt a lot. I still think they're number one, but it does hurt. Al Horford, chocolate milk ad legend. Exactly. It's like Dairy Farmers of America. So it's the dairy farmers pushing the chocolate milk. Ooh, Shams did the double tweet for Yuta. Like to see it. How do you feel about Cam's contract? It's a lot. I mean, he's good, but it is a lot of money. I think it'll probably be fine. Just yeah, well, I don't know what's up with the milk ads. Like that whole Got Milk campaign. Who was doing that? If you got winning the chip this year, I mean, the Nuggets are of course the favorites, but repeating in the NBA is hard. I mean, we've got to see what happens in free agency and stuff. I think the Celtics are a good alternative if you don't want to go Denver, or the Thunder if you want to go with them. 22 a year for Bruce is insane, but it's just for one season. The second year is a team option. So he went and got his bag. Free agency so slow to the point where Twitter's blowing up over the Yuta signing. Hey, it's what Yuta does. Will we get a Cone predictions video just before games start? You absolutely will. That's what I've done the past few seasons. What do I think the Thunder do with Bertans? Probably just keep him. I mean, he's a shooter. Like, we don't need the money for other reasons. So Yuta's going to save Kevin Durant's legacy again. Also, we're on extension watch as well for like Desmond Bane. Jaylen Brown is extension eligible as well. Who else is? Jade McDaniels is extension eligible, I believe. Like, there's more than a few people. LaMelo Ball is. I think Anthony Edwards is, isn't he too? Like, that whole 2020 draft class, I think, is extension eligible. Who'll be the one seeds in each conference next season? If I've got to predict right now, I'm going to go Nuggets and Celtics, but we got to see how the offseason shakes out. What if the Rockets done? Literally nothing. We've heard nothing from the Rockets. Are the Rockets front office members asleep? Like right now? Like, what is happening? Refresh. Okay. Is there something new? Shake Milton to the Timberwolves. Interesting. I really like that. I'm a Shake Milton believer. Yeah, Philly's not doing great. Kevon Looney, sneaky MIP pick. I just don't know if he'll have enough. You kind of need to get some buckets. They're trying to get caught tampering. Is free agency only today? No. Free agency it just keeps going. But today is when it opened at 6 p.m. about an hour, 38 minutes ago. Yeah, there will be more signings tomorrow, Volcano, for sure. I mean, Shake Milton's a good pickup. Go ahead and get the reply in there. There you go. Yeah, Sixers are kind of getting cooked. I can't lie. Is Chet a power forward or a center? I think he's a center. I know he's thin, but I think he'll be fine. How do I feel about Utah's retool/rebuild? I think they've done phenomenally. I love their draft. The Lowry marketing trade was obviously a huge success. You know, giving up Donovan Mitchell, of course. I think they got a lot in the Gobert trade too. Like, I think Utah's done a phenomenal job. It's one thing that's underrated by NBA front offices is when they know to blow things up. There are a lot of front offices that would have ran that Jazz thing over and over and over again into the ground. But they knew that, hey, this isn't going to work. They got massive returns, and now they're doing well. So, Bingus, I'm sorry about losing Shake. My brother just texted me, heartbroken that Shake is gone. Danny Ainge is just that guy. I mean, he's a good general manager for a reason. Go ahead and hit that refresh one more time. 2 years, 10 mil, by the way, is great for Shake Milton. I really like that signing. Sure, you talked about this already, but Sure. Sorry, I got a text. Sure, I talked about this already. How I feel about Jeremy Grant. Feels like a bit of an overpay. Will Gobert ever win a ring? I mean, maybe. Minnesota's a tough spot to get it done, but maybe. Tobias' contract is up next year, horse with no name. Any good moves the Pistons could make. I thought they were going to throw Cam Johnson some money, if I'm being honest, but they didn't. Or maybe they did. Or actually, well, I mean, they brought in Joe Harris. I don't know. If I'm the Pistons, what I'm looking to get involved in is if there's a 3-team deal with DeAndre Ayton. Legendary Hearts is asking for a recap of what's happened. There has been a lot. I guess we can go through it. Thoughts on the Kuz signing? I can talk about that a little bit too. Recap. Draymond to the Warriors. Jeremy Grant back to the Blazers. Let's see how many I can remember. Shake Milton here to the Timberwolves, as well as Troy Brown Jr. That's the guy I was thinking of. Gabe Vincent to the Lakers. Taurean Prince to the Lakers. Khris Middleton back to the Bucks. We've got Kuzma back to the Wizards. DeAndre Jordan stays with the Nuggets. Bruce Brown goes to the Pacers. Max Strus is reportedly going to potentially be signed and traded over to Cleveland. You've got Karis LeVert also staying in Cleveland. George Niang to Cleveland. Javon Carter going to the Bulls. Coby White extending with the Bulls. My brother's making sad tweets about the Sixers. Pray for him. I think that's kind of the biggest moves that we've seen so far. If there's any other ones I forgot, let me know. But I think that's a decent enough recap. Oh, the Suns have signed 1 billion people, like Yuta Watanabe, Keita Bates-Diop, Damian Lee. Jakob Poeltl also signed for 4 years, $80 million to the Raptors. Rockets have done nothing. We've seen nothing from the Rockets. Rumor with Strus is a potential sign and trade to the Cavaliers, but that hasn't been materialized entirely yet. Best pickup so far. I like Bruce Brown a lot for the Pacers. I think Gabe Vincent is huge for the Lakers. I like that pickup so much. Should Russ stay in the Clippers or should they trade for Harden? I think you can do both. Well, you can try. My thing with the whole Clippers Harden thing is I don't know what they give to the Sixers where they say yes to that deal, if I'm being honest. Really curious to see where D'Lo ends up. I think he honestly still goes back to the Lakers. I think they still bring him back. Worst pickup so far? I don't think there have been any bad pickups. Jeremy Grant's money, I don't love. My phone almost just fell off my desk. Just because it's a lot of money. And again, I think Portland should rebuild. So that's one of my least favorite ones so far. I think Jeremy Grant's a really good player, but that's a lot of money. So keep on refreshing this thing. If anyone wants to take, again, a look at the Suns roster now, this is what we've got. Do you think there's a chance Reeves goes anywhere else? No. Laughing at Ryan, sweet JJ. Yeah, Ryan is going through it right now. If you don't see it yet. Yeah, it's not going great. He's a Sixers fan, by the way, my brother, if you didn't know. Which, by the way, go check out the podcast, the 2-Man Game, my brother and I's podcast. Go check that out. We're going to drop an episode tomorrow or at some point this weekend recapping free agency. So go take a look. The link should be on the channel somewhere here. Short in Milwaukee, I like that if they go for him. Gabe Vincent is greater than Kyrie. I don't know if you mean as a player or just as an acquisition. In terms of acquisitions, I do like the idea of bringing Gabe Vincent more than Kyrie in terms of the money you have to give up. We got Yuta. Shout out to you, Turtles, for getting Yuta over there in the squad. Where's Schroeder going? I mean, I could see a reunion with Boston, to be honest. I wouldn't rule that out. I think Milwaukee's a solid spot now that they lost Javon Carter. What other places could use a guard? Let's go and take a look. And you could go back to Houston. He was there a while ago. If they don't bring like a Fred VanVleet, who else could use a guard at this point? Clippers could use some guard play. You know, if you know, especially because you could probably bring in Dennis Schroeder for like a minimum. So, will Gabe Vincent keep his shot making up with the Lakers realistically, or is that another none situation? I think Gabe Vincent should. There has been a weird trend where Lakers get players that can shoot and they forget how to shoot. I think Gabe Vincent will be fine. Ice cold. I would like Schroeder to the Bucks. I need more news. Someone drop more news. Calling it right now, the Clippers make a Harden trade. My issue with that is we're talking about Daryl Morey here, who like would not trade Ben Simmons for like half a year. Is he really going to give up Joel Embiid, not Joel Embiid, James Harden, who is Joel Embiid's best teammate he's ever had, for like salary filler? Like, is that I don't see him doing that. So I think he's going to hold out. Why the numbers change whenever I say stuff. Gabe has always been inconsistent. That's why Heat fans had a love-hate relationship. We should get Dennis. I wouldn't mind Dennis for the Heat. That's actually not a solid or not a bad idea at all. Who should get the most bag, Bane or Maxey? I would probably say Maxey because he feels like the Sixers need him, I think. I mean, he's not going to get that extension this offseason. We've already learned that. But, the voice crack there was rough. But Tyrese Maxey, they're going to pay him a ton. I think they both deserve a bag, but maybe Maxey a little bit more. What shows am I watching currently? I just watched Severance on Apple TV, which sounds like an ad. It was really good. I like Severance a lot. I need to check out the new Marvel show, Secret Invasion. What other shows I've been watching recently? Not a lot, to be honest. It's been a lot of making content. I watch a lot of YouTube. How about them Thunder? They're going to be really good. The league should be terrified, like I said in my YouTube video, which, again, y'all showed a ton of love on that video. I appreciate y'all. I'll refresh the page again. Nothing going on. It's cool. We might wrap up soon, I think. If we don't get any news in a few days, we might wrap up soon. Did I say days? If we don't get any news in a few minutes. Did I say days? That's so you can tell I'm tired. Yes, Josh, I have seen Twin Peaks. It's been a while, though. Few days. Yeah, JJ, thank you. I knew I said few days. Is YouTube my main job? Yeah. I've been saying that for the last half an hour. Yeah, it's true. I have been saying that for the last half an hour. Yeah, YouTube's my main job. Yeah. I'm going this 72-hour distance. Fave YouTuber. Thank you so much, Nam. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we're doing the 72-hour stream of free agency. Warriors ain't doing nothing. I mean, they brought back Draymond. Like, that's big. Have you watched Winning Time? I've watched part of it. One of my roommates watched it when I was in college about a year ago. And as soon as I hop off a major trade weapon, probably. But I never sat down and watched the series all like by myself. But I saw a good portion of it from watching alongside my roommate sometimes. Have I seen Avatar? Are you talking the Avatar movies or Last Airbender? Last Airbender is one of my favorite shows of all time. I've seen the first Avatar. I have not seen the second one. DiVincenzo has not gone anywhere now. Which NBA YouTuber would you like to do a collab with? I did one recently with my guy, Six Rings of Steel, on his channel, where we did like a mock draft together. That was pretty fun. My guys, Jacob and Alex Hoops, Rusty Buckets. Him and Alex, I want to do a collab with at some time. We're pretty close. Kenny too. Me and Kenny were supposed to do a couple videos. We had something planned for last off season, but things fell apart. I got my wisdom teeth out, and there were some complications with that too, which kind of threw off the timeline. So we didn't end up making the video, but I still want to, we're still going to try and figure out that collab at some point, hopefully. So sports logically, I don't know sporting logically personally. When is the 1v1 with you and Rusty dropping? Jacob deleted that footage. The 1v1 between me and watching the beginning, but it's boring now. Peace. Yeah, it's slowing down. I don't blame you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Yeah, so me and Jacob Rusty Buckets did a 1v1 when we were together in North Carolina. Me, him, and a bunch of other, content people were kind of hanging out for like a week or so. And we did a 1v1. He deleted the footage. So that will never see the light of day. If you're mad about it, blame him. I was going to post it. He did not want it. He did not want it out there. Take from that what you will. So. Score. I don't remember what we were playing to, but it was that to 0. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Actually, he might have gotten 1. He might have gotten 1. But it was also, we had played like 4 or 5 pickup games like before that. So, need the final score and play-by-play. The footage is gone. We can't review it. It's like Wilt's 100-point game. We'll never know. We'll never know it for sure. You need to do shorts. I'd like to do shorts on this channel. Rusty's solid. Like, it's just, I'm like a guard. And so I'm like a bit quicker, and he plays more like a big. So, it's harder for him to guard me when I'm like quicker. It was also, again, like after we played a bunch of pickup games. When did you go full time on content creation? Last summer. I graduated school, and I moved up to New York City with my girlfriend she's doing grad school right now. So I moved up here with her because we both graduated from the same college. And I started doing this full time. After, like, I didn't work between graduating and doing content. I was lucky enough to get the opportunity to do both, or to graduate and then go into content. Like Gobert on Curry. I wouldn't quite say that. I was also hitting some tough shots. Like, he was playing good defense and stuff like that. It's just tough. Do you think Phoenix could go after Ayton? I mean, potentially. I got took that loss personally. Got the 6'3" center build. I kind of play like, I kind of do like post guard type stuff sometimes. I had someone once compare me kind of Jalen Brunson. We'll go ahead and refresh. I think we're going to wrap up here in a few minutes because we're not getting any more news. Yes, Derek White is bald now. That's the breaking news from the day. How do I like Amani Bates for the Cavs? I like that. I like Amani Bates for the Cavs. It's like, he was one of the best high school players. It's a 2nd round pick. You take a swing on him. Why not? Why not? Do you think Phoenix could go after Horford? I mean, are they trading Ayton? Like, I would rather have Ayton than Horford, I think. At this point, like, I don't think they're going to make that trade. Is there videos of you hooping? No, there isn't one out there. I might drop some stuff with my brother on our podcast channel, just hooping. So maybe we'll do something like that, but I don't know. Like, I've recorded a couple of things, but it's never like made it into a video. I feel about Gigi Jackson for the Grizzlies. I mean, another young player, got a lot of potential. If, he finds that, it's a steal. Worst case, you kind of just took a swing on a player. So, all right. I'm going to give it like another minute. If nothing happens, we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. There will be a video tonight, by the way, talking about a lot of these moves. So be on the lookout for that. like the biggest winners of day one of NBA free agency or something like that, or winners and losers of day one of NBA free agency. Still interested in the Ayton Mavs fit. I could see them revisiting that deal. Yeah, Double J, I also need more news. Like, it feels too quiet. Did the Rockets fall asleep? Like the Rockets were, yeah, if something crazy is going to happen. I guarantee I'm going to sign off and I'm going to get tweets from like 50 of you that a big trade happened like immediately after I turn this thing off. Because I'm going to turn this thing off, I'm going to get food, and like all hell is going to break loose. Do a day one review at the end of your stream. I guess that's what we can do to wrap this thing up. Let's go ahead and just kind of recap a lot of the stuff that happened. I can just scroll down. I guess we can go through everything. God, so much has happened. It's weird how it feels like nothing's happening anymore, but so much has happened. Okay, let's go all the way to the bottom. Okay, so we begin. Draymond Green signed 4-year, $100 million deal back to the Warriors. We now got Trey Lyles re-signed with the Kings. Karis LeVert, 2 years, $32 million for the Cavs. Drew Eubanks, 2 years with the Phoenix Suns. Coby White, 3 years, $33 million to the Chicago Bulls. Taurean Prince to the Lakers. Josh Okogie back to the Suns. Kuzma back to the Wizards. Let's see what else we got. We have, I had to go check chat real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. DeAndre Jordan, NBA champion, going back to the Denver Nuggets. We have the Suns bringing in Josh Okogie, Eubanks, and Keita Bates-Diop, kind of summarizing there. Damian Lee going to the Suns. Let's see. We have Taurean Prince is a Laker. Bruce Brown is a Pacer, 2 years, $45 million. Jeremy Grant, $160 million as a Blazer. Kristaps Porzingis, 2-year, $60 million extension. Big move for the Celtics there. Troy Brown is a Minnesota Timberwolf. Reggie Jackson back to the Nuggets. Nickeil Alexander-Walker to the Timberwolves. Javon Carter to the Bulls. Eric Gordon is maybe an option for the Lakers. We had George Niang going to the Cavaliers. Delano Banton interested in the Celtics. Kyrie is again a Maverick. I'm going to check. People talking about, I'm just checking the chat real quick again to make sure I'm not missing anything while I'm clicked away and looking at Twitter. Kyrie's a Maverick. Joe Ingles is a Magic. Khris Middleton remains with the Bucks. Cam Johnson gets a $108 million bag to stay with the Nets. Trey Jones, 2 years, $20 million to the Spurs. We got Gabe Vincent going to the Lakers. And yeah, it's kind of been most of the stuff. Yuta Watanabe to the Suns. Shake Milton to the Timberwolves. And that's everything. Those are all the things that we've gotten. Brook Lopez is not going to the Thunder. Do not do this to me. Did I see the golf match yesterday? No, I didn't. 4 more minutes? Sure. We'll go 2 more minutes until 8 p.m. and then we'll wrap up. By the way, 433 of y'all sticking this late into the stream is amazing. Thank y'all so much. Really appreciate it. Be funny for him to some random team. Yeah, we'll see if something happens. Stream more, always tune in. I'd love to stream more. The problem is I just don't know necessarily what to stream. I wish it wasn't like copyright issues to like stream old highlights of games, because I would totally go back and watch old games. Please don't end to a mukbang. I gotta go eat. Kept it entertaining. Free game. Appreciate that. You wouldn't want Lopez on the Thunder? Not really. Like, we don't have a need for Lopez. He's older. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Grim, thank you. Appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day too. Report coming in from Jake Fisher real quick that we'll take a look at before we wrap. Brook Lopez, there was increasing word today that Houston's offer to Brook Lopez could exceed 2 years, $40 million. Maybe that's finally what the Rockets end up doing, because we haven't seen anything so far. It's been real. Go get that food. I appreciate it. Ice cold. I can't eat canes on camera because I can't get the canes because they won't deliver it to me. Most underrated signing so far. Most underrated. I'm trying to look through. Gabe Vincent, maybe. I do like Javon Carter's game a lot. I would say maybe Gabe Vincent, if I'm being honest. Joe, appreciate you giving the support. Yeah, I enjoy streaming a lot more. I'll try and think of more ways. Shake is also underrated. I want to stream more. I'll try and find ways to do it. But for right now, I am going to sign off. I appreciate y'all again. Mike, thank you so much. Hope you have a good rest of your night too. I'll see y'all later. Thank you to every one of you that tuned into this stream. It was so much fun to stream with y'all. I want to do this more. Hopefully I find some excuses to do so. I also stream on the Bleach Report app. I'm going to be live on the Bleach Report app a couple of times tomorrow. I think at 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be live on the app talking about some of the biggest free agency moves. So I'll see y'all on the BR app. And I think I'm also doing a couple of streams on Sunday as well. So yeah, I'll see y'all in there at some point in the next few days. Take care. I appreciate y'all. Hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your night, wherever you're right now located, your time zone. There will be a video tonight talking about some of the biggest free agency moves, so be on the lookout for that. And over the next couple of days as well as a bunch of free agency content in general, off-season content. So appreciate y'all. As always, y'all are the best. I can't thank y'all enough for tuning in. Peace.